Good afternoon and happy Friday. Happy weekend. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I have a serious subject to talk about today. Um, just so you know, my name is Bunny of Bunny and the Brawn, also known as the Swedish Bunny, Melissa Baker. I own a company in Atlanta called The Bunny Life, bold, unforgettable, nurturing novel you for empowerment, etiquette, and self-confidence training for young girls and women. And I'm also a co-host on a radio show that we do every weekend called The Bunny and the Brawn on the 924 network. Hey, Brawn, and Brawn is on. This subject that we're going to be talking about this Sunday is pretty, thank you for the hearts, is pretty intense. Actually, if you're a parent of a young girl or know a young girl, have a young girl in your family, you're going to want to be a part of this show. It's an hour long. It starts at 9 o'clock. This month is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, and why I feel it's so important for parents to be a part of this show, replay it, watch it live, is because 81% of parents don't believe that teen dating violence is even an issue. And that number is staggering when you think about the statistics that are out there. Dating violence starts so young nowadays, as young as 10 and 12, when children get their first little crushes. No teen left behind. It's very sad because they found that almost 25% of these children that are abused in teenage relationships turn out to be abused as adults. It starts a pattern very young. What's great about this show on Sunday is we have an expert guest coming on. Her name is Jennifer Reese-Polson, and she has dedicated many years of her life to not only bringing awareness to the sex trafficking trade here in Atlanta, but also to empowering young females to stay protected and safe from teen dating violence, and what are the signs and what can parents do to help protect their children and educate their children, because a lot of these things are covert. Abusers aren't always just physical abusers. They can be mentally abusing, emotionally abusing. And when you're a teenager and you're just finding yourself, you don't necessarily know what's acceptable yet. So I want to throw some stats at you just to really get a handle on how serious this situation is and why it's important to know signs to look for and to be educated on this topic that does not get enough attention. One is roughly 1.5 million high school boys and girls have admitted to being intentionally hit or physically harmed last year by someone they're romantically involved with. What upsets me about that 1.5 million number is it's huge, but statistics have also said only 40% of children come forward. So that's only 40% of the true number of what's happening out there with our youth. Another one is teens who suffer dating abuse are subject to long-term consequences like alcoholism, eating disorders, depression, thoughts of suicide, and violent behavior. Victims can easily become predators. And 1 in 3 young people will be in an abusive or unhealthy relationship. And when some people have 3 daughters right in their house. So to look at your children and think, oh my God, one of these girls could be abused. It is so important as parents that we're diligent about the education of signs to look for, red flags, that we know who our children are talking to and spending time with. And then 25% of high school girls have in fact been physically or sexually abused, and they're 6 times more likely to become pregnant or contract a sexually transmitted disease. So this is just a few of the statistics we'll be going over on Sunday. We'll be talking about obviously the scary parts of it, but with our expert guest, we're also going to be talking about ways to make sure that your child is safe, advice you can give your children, signs to look for to make sure that you're able to see when things might be going wrong in their life. So tune in. The link, I've changed my profile link. It is now to our most updated show. It's Sunday at 9 o'clock. Please jump on. We'd love to be able to hear from you, interact with you, and also keep you abreast of this very, very intense subject matter. Thank you for signing on today. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic weekend. Mwah!